I am a food addict, so most of my salary goes to food. Ooh, wait, but yeah, it's actually quite solid income, saying that we're working for 40 hours a week. My income doesn't go anywhere except mostly my brother, who keeps on texting me asking for money. Most of my money has gone to buying shoes. I bought a pair of sneakers for $200, which is quite expensive to say the least. The selling point was that they were vegan, so I'm not sure how that will work out, but yeah, $200. And
What you're about to hear is a conversation between me and my friend Ian, who is also a rising sophomore here at Williams College. Ian is from Kenya, and in this video, he's going to talk about his unique experiences since moving from Kenya to study here in the US. He's also going to talk about his summer experience and what he has been up to so far.
Hi, my name is Ian Dominic. I am a class of 27 at Williams College, a rising sophomore. I am an international student from Nairobi, Kenya. Yep, and here I am.
Amazing. So how was your first year? You're done with first year. How was it?
I'll say it was something. I'll say it didn't turn out how I expected it to be, but not in a bad way or something. But I was glad that I got to experience my first year. Of course, it had its ups and downs, but it was one to be remembered, and I'm happy that I went through my first year.
Amazing. Yeah. So how would you say the courses you took in your first year helped you decide on what you want to study going forward?
Oh yeah, so I came into Williams being like some kind of STEM focused student. I guess I wanted to do CS and econ, and then I did an econ class, and then I figured out that maybe it wasn't quite for me.
Yeah.
But then yeah, I switched, I guess, continued with CS, and then did a bit of math, realized that I liked math more.
Okay.
And at this point, I guess I'd say exploring the classes kind of got me into doing, into having an interest in math. And yeah, into other hobbies, I guess.
That's amazing. So you've decided that you want to study math at this point?
Yep, kinda. Okay. I mean, I have another year until I declare my major, but so far it's looking like it's a lot of math.
Yep. That's amazing. That's great. So tell me, how has your experience been so far? You know, outside college, the US. Where have you been anywhere apart from Williamstown?
Yeah, I'll see. I have been to New York. I have been to Boston. I've been to Philly. Yep, I guess those ones. So yep, I guess being part of, like, I don't know, I don't have any family in the US, so I don't have like places to explore that much, except when I'm going with friends.
Yeah.
But I guess people don't realize how much of a bubble we have at Williams, and then being someone whose first encounter of the United States was Williamstown was kind of what do I say, misleading at first, because you get here and then you have an image of how the US is based on Williamstown, and then you go out into the big cities and then you're like, oh wow, this is much different than what I expected it to be. Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite eye-opening. I mean, I was in New Haven at one point in time, quite big city with lots of cultures, lots of influence, and yeah, I guess my experience of it, especially as a lone traveler, because for most of those I was traveling alone and being in big cities alone, it was kind of fun. I won't lie, I am more of a soul explorer, so getting to see those stuff and actually realizing that I could do these things on my own was kind of comforting.
Okay, that's amazing.
So this semester, or rather this summer, I am working with a career center supporting the career education programs. That goes from a variety of different things to do with career access. I'm sure you've heard of like peer advisors, of which I was one during the semester. So yeah, I'm continuing with that as a full-time job during the summer. I'm also working with the alumni office in the advancement operations. So it's a lot of data management stuff concerning alumni and donations. So it's a lot of that. Since I'm working two jobs, I am working until the start of the next semester. So unfortunately, I won't get to go home. But I guess the experience is kind of fun. I mean, summers at Williamstown are fun. And also, as a pastime, I will be a guest choreographer for the Kusika Dance Company next semester. So also part of my summer experience has been working with the dance department, coordinating the same. So yeah, I won't get to go home because right after my summer internship, I have international orientation to work on. But I am kind of happy that the summer wasn't disappointing. I view those experiences as sort of relaxation, even if it's during the semester or outside of semester, whether it's activities I'm doing. Well, I'm part of a dance team, I'm part of an a cappella group, so I view those things as pastimes where I can get to chill out, relax, tune out of work, tune out of classes and be like, okay, this is me time, this is focus time. And I guess doing something that you love sort of adds that unstressing factor to doing it, and working, just getting to work on. But other than that, I guess finding time to relax is I don't know, it's quite difficult seeing the kind of workload we have here, or rather the things we do here. But I guess at the end of the day, you just have to give yourself some time to be like, okay, this is me, I'm gonna block out like my people, I am going to be like, this is my time, and do not disturb will be on, and I get to rest, I get to do this stuff on my own. So yeah.
So since it's a student work that you're doing and you're staying on campus to do this work, I know you are getting paid for it, obviously. Are you okay with sharing your finances and stuff like that? If you don't want to share how much you're making, you can share how much you're spending on a daily basis.
So yeah, I am a food addict, so most of my salary goes to food. Ooh, wait, but yeah, it's actually quite solid income, saying that we're working for 40 hours a week. My income doesn't go anywhere except mostly my brother, who keeps on texting me asking for money. But yeah, apart from that, I guess I haven't really gotten to spend much.
Okay.
And some clothing too. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I bought a pair of sneakers for $200, which is quite expensive to say the least. The selling point was that they were vegan, so I am not sure how that will work out. But yeah, $200, and most of my money has gone to buying shoes this semester because I didn't feel like I had like enough shoes to complement. But yeah, I guess that was the most I spent on shoes in America. Truly expensive, very expensive.
So as the summer is coming towards an end, do you have plans of going somewhere before the semester begins, like within the US or maybe outside?
Uh, I not sure. I have a friend who's visiting from Abu Dhabi, so we might decide to do a few things here and there for the summer before like, the start of the semester. But other than that, I am unfortunately chained to my workplace. So yeah, most of my life is now work, which is sort of eye-opening because you realize how much corporate life takes away from your social life, and you're like, you have the weekends, you sort of only have the weekends to yourself, but then by the weekend, before the weekend starts, you're so tired that all you want to do in the weekend is just rest and sleep, and you see how your social life takes a hit by that. But I guess that's part of what I'm working on, like maintaining a work-life balance, and I think that's what an internship trains you to do before you go out for the jobs, how to balance your life, what you love and what you're working.
Yeah. What do you do when you relax, when you're resting? What do you do?
When I'm resting, I don't do much of. I guess I am mostly a Netflix addict, and not Netflix only, but rather a series addict. I find myself watching shows, watching movies. But recently I've gotten back into reading books, which I sort of fell out of in the past while. So I've been reading books more, and it's sort of fun to like sit down and be like, this is just you and a screen and just like a fictional character, or rather this is just you, or even you me taking a walk sometimes. Williamstown has some pretty fun places, pretty fun trails, pretty fun walks that you can just get out and go walk and be like, this is nice, this is calming, this is soothing, this is like my self time here. And yeah, there are a lot of things to do in Williamstown too. Like last night I went for a show for the Williamstown Theatre Festival with one of my friends, and it was absolute fun. We had fun, and I guess that's part of the relaxing time you get.
Yeah, that's amazing.
My recent favorite was Three Body Problem, which is a Netflix series about like alien lives and like Earth systems. It's sort of a very mind-boggling show. Like you watch it and like, because it all has this physics and scientific stuff, and you're like, oh wow. And I guess shows that tend to explain otherworldly stuff have been sort of intriguing to me. That's why I'm sort of into fantasy at some point. But that was a really eye-opening show for me, because apart from just it being entertaining, it gets you thinking like, wow, this is a really complex writing. And the author wrote, it's an adaptation of a book series, and I am excited to get into the book series at some point. So I'm like, this is exciting. But yeah, I have Three Body Problem. I have also been following along House of the Dragon like everybody else has been. But yeah, I guess that, and I recently, last night, I started watching Shogun, which is a Hulu series, and it's also really nice. Part of an explanation into the colonization of Japan. My favorite book was by this Kenyan a writer. It's called Of Pawns and of the City of Saints and Thieves. It's basically about the situation about mining in Congo and how it affects families. And the story centers about a refugee family that moved from Congo to Kenya, and how the refugees' life was affected by the mining and gang activities in Congo. My recent read, the one I'm reading right now, or rather the one I'm about to, is also by a Kenyan writer. It's called Of Pawns and Players. From the synopsis, it's about a guy who wins a betting competition but quickly realizes it's somewhat a setup and not all that it seems to be around betting and gambling and the sort of cash grab that goes on with winning such money. But yeah,
those are some quite interesting TV shows and books you have going on. Yeah, I also watch a lot of series. I'm watching House of the Dragon as well.
Oh yeah, we do
together. Yeah, it's a very fun series, I think, and I love the story. But what do you think of these episodes that we've seen so far? What do you think the story? How do you think the story is going? I know you've probably read the book, right?
Quite interesting. I mean, it's so interesting to see how they play it out. I was quite late to the Game of Thrones party, but watching it recently also made it kind of fun. But I guess with House of the Dragon, it's sort of interesting to look how it goes. I mean, the show is about how the dragons died and the decline of the Targaryen family. But it's... Here's my thing with adaptation of books into shows. Sometimes they hit the point and sometimes they miss it. Of course, there have been such points in the show itself, like the blood and cheese scene. But I guess the recent episode, which was the Fight of the Dragons, was quite interesting. I mean, it's so fun to see how these books or these writings are adapted into film, and how it shows like things being developed. And I guess that's part of what attracts people into like shows like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. It's the slow pace they're taking. It's the how they manage to flesh out these characters, add personality to them, and like bring the storyline to how it's intended.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you very much for sharing. I can't wait to watch the next episode tonight. Let's see how things unfold again. Do you think there's going to be more? Team Black?
Team Black.
Okay, I'm Team Neutral.
There is no Team Neutral.
Really?
You're either for the Queen or nothing.
Okay, but why are you Team Black? What do you think?
Why am I Team Black?
Yeah.
I support women's rights and wrongs.
But
But yeah, I guess they've painted out Rhaenyra to be like the good character in the show, which is, well, in the books we get morally gray characters so that we don't get to like actually pinpoint who's the bad and who's the wrong. But the show managed to point Rhaenyra out as a good guy, so we're like rooting for the good guys, of course. But yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, like you mentioned, I feel like both sides have their bad and good, you know, and yeah, like you have Damon in who is like sort of, you don't get what he's doing, you know, but you just support him for some unknown reason.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you just keep defending him, even
Yeah.
though sometimes he makes some bad decisions, like, you know, the killing of the prince, for instance, you know. Yeah, but then let's see how things go.
Yeah, and I guess that's why we like we like them, or rather we like the show itself, because there isn't like an existence of good or bad. It's a mixture of both. It's it's an acknowledgement that both sides can do wrong, and both sides can also do good at sometimes. So yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And also, I feel like as the show unfolds, Aemond kind of moves from a character that people didn't like very much to someone that people start to like. Do you see that?
We'll see. We'll see. He's a very interesting character,
Okay.
I'll say. But yeah, he's cunning, he's sort of smart, and I guess the dragon, the fact that he has the biggest dragon in the show also tends to adds to that point.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see. I know the character that I don't like very much is Seiko.
Oh my god, that man pisses me off so much.
I don't like him.
I cannot wait for him to die.
Is he going to die?
We're not spoiling. We're not spoiling. We're not
okay.
spoiling.
Let's see how it goes tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for coming on the show and sharing all these experiences with me. I really appreciate it, and I also wish you luck in all your endeavors and all the work you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been nice to be here.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, friends, we've come to the end of the podcast. If you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video with your friends. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.